Morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. I've already heard Kitty meow at me, so he's nearby. Excuse me. And there they go. The chickens are just coming up going, wait, we hear Mama talking. It's the chickens. So, I had an epiphany while I was working out today, which is awesome. My little fan for the coop, focus, does not get enough solar light to have it run all day and all night. And over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be high 90s into the hundreds. We're hitting that point where I really want that fan to work, just for some air circulation. Chickens don't need air conditioning, but the air circulation is really good for them. So, in my thought processes, the epiphany I finally had is I've got this frame that I've been, 2 years ago I used it when I was doing the flea market sales to see if I could sell my art. And while I did sell art, I only made like $150 for the year in profit, which was just not enough for me to keep doing it. That's, my time is more valuable than that. So I stopped. In the meantime, I had this really heavy, well put together A-frame, and I did it heavy so it wouldn't blow over in the wind at the little farmers markets and stuff that I was set up at. It is heavy enough that it should hold the solar panel out here more, where it can get light from that opening. That makes sense? Which is a large opening. And yeah, it should really make a difference in how well that fan works. So, I'm gonna find a good place to put that. I have the pole. This pole was supposed to be on the back side of the awning here, but because it's actually attached to the coop, I didn't need the pole. It was supposed to stick out forward like this one. An extra one off the frame. But because we're attached to the coop, I didn't need it. So I will use this pole to attach to the A-frame and the frame here, and that way I can run the wire across it. Does that make sense? To support the wire so it's not all droopy down and crazy. So give me a few minutes. Let me get it set up and we'll see how well this is going to work. And I'll talk to you in a few. So, it is trying to run off the dappled sunlight that it's getting right now, because it is dappled through the tree here, which is awesome, which means it's getting light. It's getting more light than it was when it was back over on that corner of the coop. And then, that's where it sets. So straight up, it'll get a lot of sun in the afternoon when it gets really warm. And when the girls are in here trying to lay eggs, the fan will be going. Now it pulls air from inside the coop out. That way air can come in the vents across the top. It's not air conditioning, it just circulates the air. And hopefully, the long-term goal is that it charges the battery enough where they'll have fan all night long. Or at least at the hottest part of the evening when it first happens. That's what the goal was. Just to give them some airflow. I like airflow. Having said that, there's the A-frame. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Solar panel attached. I went ahead and took some rope that I have and put in 2 tent hooks. Just to make sure that it can't just accidentally blow over. It's not going anywhere. If you want to knock it down, you really got to knock it down. Pipe is attached here at this end with zip ties. At that end up there with zip ties. And then the cord is attached to it. That way there's nothing chewing on the cord. And yeah, it's all just kind of put together. Again, tent hooks and zip ties to see if it'll even work. Because if this doesn't work, then I have to figure out how to mount it over here. This has sunlight right now. Which is why I charged the door off of this. But this doesn't get a lot of sunlight, which is why the door doesn't work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I let it charge, I open it, I close it, but I turn it off. I only leave it on and actually charge it to open and close by itself when I'm going to be gone. It'll run for about a day and a half. off of full charge because it doesn't get enough light here to keep it fully charged, where I want the fan to run more. The next 2 weeks, we're supposed to hit our 97s to 105s, and I want the fan to work. So, first trial and error. We'll see. I will keep an eye on it for the rest of the day. And with that, I'll talk to you later. There we are, full sun. I know there's a cloud in the way, but you can see where the tree is, and solar panel is into full sun, which is awesome. There we go. Clouds are moving. It's getting brighter and brighter, which is awesome. Came out to check for eggs. See, there's the fan. It's doing the fan at, full force thing. Again, it's not air conditioning. It's just, it pulls air out of the coop. So it forces the coop air to go in through the vents or through the door. Just, not air conditioning, but it just helps circulate the air. That will be awesome at night. So the coop doesn't hold heat. All right. Well, it's up and running. I will come out later, probably not on video, and just check it to see if before I go to bed, if the battery has been charged enough that it's running in darkness. It's the thought process. All right. Panda says, collect the eggs, Mom. We will talk to you later. There we are, full sun. I know there's a cloud in the way, but you can see where the tree is, and solar panel is into full sun, which is awesome. There we go. Clouds are moving. It's getting brighter and brighter, which is awesome. Came out to check for eggs. See, there's the fan. It's doing the fan at, full force thing. Again, it's not air conditioning. It's just, it pulls air out of the coop. So it forces the coop air to go in through the vents or through the door. Just, not air conditioning, but it just helps circulate the air. That will be awesome at night. So the coop doesn't hold heat. All right. Well, it's up and running. I will come out later, probably not on video, and just check it to see if before I go to bed, if the battery has been charged enough that it's running in darkness. It's the thought process. All right. Panda says, collect the eggs, Mom. We will talk to you later. According to the clock, it's 5 after 5. I have no students yet. And that's okay. I will hang out till about 5:15. And then, I will pack everything up and be on my way home by 5:30. It's just how that one is. I know a couple of the girls that were here last week, we're going to be out of town this weekend. So I knew that, It's just kind of how it is. Say, we were going to do the blue flower. But if they're not here, then we'll just do it next week. Or the week after that. Life is still awesome. So we'll be hanging out for a few minutes. Having said that, because this is not a view that most people get to see, that is art I did a year ago. And it was designed to make it look like you're looking out off a cliff specifically for this room. Isn't that awesome? All right. Having said that, it's a 10-minute wait. Talk to you later. Gotta love it when students show up to class. Say, because everybody gets to paint. Now again, not everybody wants to be a YouTube star. So some days, you're only going to see mine. Not what the students did. But he did a good job today. So, having said that, y'all have a wonderful evening.